Hi Divine Souls, welcome to Spiritual Swarna 3 YouTube channel. This is a channel on spirituality and healing. This is Swarna here welcoming you on this channel. I am an energy based healer since last 6 years. I believe in healing body, mind and soul. I welcome all my new subscribers into this channel. Anybody who's firstly watching my channel, please go to my other videos. If you like the videos and the topics which I am covering, you can subscribe and press the bell icon so that you will get alerts of my new videos. Thanks a lot to all the subscribers from India, from Bangladesh, from Pakistan and also from Ireland. I am loving your beautiful comments from whichever place of the globe you are actually putting your comments. Thanks a lot for staying on this channel and being with me in this spiritual journey. I'm just a channel on this spiritual journey. I'm not a guru. I'm not a teacher for anyone. I'm just sharing my my insights, my views, my experiences with you through this channel, so that in case if you're feeling alone and if you don't feel that there is nothing to guide me, then just have a look at the channel. In case if you resonate, you will stay back to me, and probably maybe that you will get some insights which will help you in your own spiritual journey. That is only my intention, and my soul mission is to just guide people who are on the spiritual journey. If I can help them with any of my modalities or any of my experiences, any of my research which I am doing it will be grateful for me that I was a part of your spiritual journey. Okay, so today's topic is why, what and how to do sexual transportation of energy. Okay, similar to this topic, there was a mail 2 months ago by my subscriber who mailed me asking for about how the Kundalini energy exchange between two souls through sexual intercourse, how it is actually going to affect them. Okay, but I thought that was not the right time to discuss all those things. I was more on the other topics which I had to cover, but this topic came again and again in my universe to be shared with you all. I ignored that mail. I said, okay, I'll make the video, but it will take some time probably. Then almost 1.5 months back, I have a soul sister who is in India. Her name is Priyanka. I'm not that connected with her, but she got a dream saying that I appeared in her dream and I was talking to her about Nepal. So I was literally shocked because what I wanted to speak on this topic, I had decided almost 2-3 months ago. Based on that email which I was telling about that divine feminine, and 1 month ago or so this soul sister comes up and tells that Dee, you need to speak on Nepal. You have to tell me, you were telling something in my dream but I couldn't get it. So I said, oh, again this is coming from universe that I have to speak on this topic. Then recently 2-3 mails came, and WhatsApp, some of my soul brothers are also in WhatsApp. So one brother pinged me asking me how to transmit that energy to higher chakras. So I thought, there are so many people suffering outside in this world. They don't know how to manage their sexual energy. Okay, most of the crimes which are happening in the world are because of they don't know how to handle their sexual energy. This sexual energy is nothing but your Kundalini energy, which is at the base of your spine. Because you're not aware of what's happening with your own body, you are doing wrong acts. Okay, so all the crimes of robbery or rape, abuses, violence are happening only because you don't know how to manage this energy. Okay, once you master this energy which is there in your lower chakras, it is easy for you to move ahead in your life. It will support you a lot in your material life also, because you will know what to do, what not to do. Okay, so when I'm sharing all these things with you, or anybody is sharing anything in your space or in your energy, the thing is that please don't go by the words of the person. Never go by the words of the person. You have to always see the energy behind the words. Okay, so always set an intention in your mind that whenever somebody is communicating to you, don't look at their words, look at their energy. Energy will never lie. Words may lie, energy will never lie. So always make sure that you're able to read that energy. It comes only by practice. It's not one day or 2 day. You have to keep practicing it for a quite a long time to understand it. And to understand that also, you need to have that awareness that you're supposed to read energy and not the words. Okay, so in case if I am saying if in my language, if I am saying okay okay again, it doesn't mean that I am posing my point of view onto you. I am forcing my point of view onto you. I have always told that I'm open to the comment section. I'm only sharing my views onto you. My way of communication might be different. A person from UK may be different. A person from US may be different. A person from Nepal can be different in their communication. So each person has a different way of communicating things. But the energy behind the communication behind the language has to be cast. Okay, so that is what we have to practice in our day-to-day life also. It's not only by watching the YouTubers or something like that. You have to start reading energy behind words. Okay, energy will tell you the truth, not the words. Okay, so that you have to understand, and it will only come by experience. Okay, and energetic connections are much more stronger than the bodily connections. See, you are 1,000 odd subscribers connected to me energetically. I don't know most of you personally, but most of them are energetically connected to me. So either they have felt resonating with me, or they're vibrationally in alignment with my thinking. So that's why you have subscribed my channel and you're watching me. And sometimes many are connected, our souls are connected through the love frequency. So somebody is watching my channel and they feel that I'm speaking very nicely, and they're connected to my voice, the way I speak, or the way I look. So they are connected again. And some are reading energy, so they are connected to my energy, my voice, the modulation, the energy which is speaking outside of my body. They are connected energetically through me because of this energy connection. Okay, the basic soul nature is love. Okay, but in this materialistic world, love is many a times misunderstood, misinterpreted in the form of sex. So they think that love and sex are one. It's not that way. Love is totally different vibration. You can love a person without having any physical contact, or without having any physical physical showing of the emotion of love. But when there is love, there will be definitely there can be chances of showing it in physical form. But when there is no love, there is no meaning in showing physically, simply showing physically that they love, because energy is not there in that. Okay, so it's I think you're able to understand. So energy is main important than the physical emotion, physical act which you are showing it. Okay, 90% of the crimes in anywhere is happening because of the unawareness of their own energy, how they have to handle their own energy. So most of the cases of physical abuse, child abuse, rapes, robbery, anything you name it, all these things are happening because they are not in awareness of their own energy. So all the awareness only will come when your sexual energy, which is Kundalini energy, is at your base of the spine, is raising up to the Sahasrara or the higher chakras. The moment you know how to handle that sexual energy or the Kundalini energy to raise it up, and when you are in more awareness of yourself, then it is easy for you to act it on in the physical reality. As I keep saying that first it is manifested at energy level, and then only it is coming to physical level. Somewhere if you are not able to change your energy with a good emotions, with a right way of thinking, with on the right track, then definitely its manifestation in the outer world also will be a disaster. Okay, so in this world, most of them are hypocrites, because what they say, what they do is totally different. Okay, hypocrisy is what is maintained in this sexuality. So what's happening? People know that they are all suffering from this. They don't know how to handle this sexual energy, or they are all struggling with the sexual energy, how to handle it. But when it is coming to discuss about this topic, nobody is ready to discuss. People will see a lot of porn or sexual videos even at the age of 60 or 80, but they are not ready to talk about it openly. Okay, in India especially, anything, if they utter the word love or sex, it's becoming like a sin. But Can anyone tell me that what is the basic need a human being is having? It's food, sex, it's food, sex as per the materialistic things, but actually it is love, okay, and basic requirement of staying and house or a place to stay and all. But people don't talk about the basic things. I feel that basic education to be given to the kids is, first thing is how to grow their own food for their survival, how to manage their emotions. It could be through yoga, meditation, and teaching them the techniques how to do all these things. Sexual transmutation of energy, they should be taught in the schools, because teenagers are the most of the times who don't know how to use that energy for their highest good. And they should be taught about health. Health is not only about physical hygiene or not about only body, it's about mind and as well as soul. So it should be overall on all these bases they should be taught. And we should not be hypocrites that we are hiding something from the generation. It was once upon a time we could hide, but now the information and because of via internet, it is becoming so much available to everybody that you cannot hide anything now. Everything is available on internet, but how do you use it? That is what we have to train our kids for, or this generation, or the generation which is already passed on, or already which is into their 50s and 60s also, because many people don't know how to handle their sexual energy, which is the Kundalini energy. In one of my videos in Kundalini Awakening, I have given an affirmation, and I have actually given how to surrender to Kundalini Mother. She is a motherly goddess who is staying at base of your spine. It is in the lower chakra, Muladhara, and your sacral chakra. It's a nurturing energy which has to be actually, the whole purpose of human life is to activate this energy and move it up to the Sahasrara. Many Rishi Munis, many saints are actually doing tapasya to activate this energy and move it up to the Sahasrara. But to maintain that level and to maintain that constant energy is flowing there, so you have to maintain this constant flow towards the upward chakras, okay, and this can be done only by a practice or through a tool. So I'll be making a video again through a meditation, which I'll be sharing it after this video. Another video I'll make it only to help you through a guided meditation of how to sexually transmute this energy to higher chakras, okay. So that you will get it in next video, but this video only I'll be talking about what is sexual energy, how you can transmit, what is why you should transmit. So as I was telling, the most of the crimes will actually end up when you are in complete awareness of yourself. So that is the reason you need to know how to do sexual transmutation of this energy, that the energy, how you can have to move it to higher ups, so that your awareness is 100% and you will be able to actually handle your thoughts, emotions strongly. And love is not physical, it is more of an emotional nature. So when you know how to emotionally handle that particular energy, it becomes very easy to handle at physical level, okay. This Kundalini energy is basically designed to be in your lower chakras. It's for, if you have taken birth on Mother Earth, it is that this energy is at your base of your spine automatically. The system is, your energy field, your body, your body vessel is framed in such a way that the energy is in the base of the spine, okay. But for we are here in this body for our spiritual growth. So we are infinite beings in this body for a spiritual growth. How the spiritual growth will happen? If your energy is only circulating at lower levels of your root chakra or sacral chakra, you will not be able to soulfully evolve further. That is the reason you need to actually activate this energy. You have to activate, some people it is a sleeping energy, so some people you have to activate it and you have to raise that vibration towards the higher chakras, so that your soul evolution happens. Otherwise you will be stuck in the matrix of your food, the sexual desires and the basic needs only. You will not be able to move further, okay. So that is the reason you need to actually activate the sexual or Kundalini energy up to the spine, to the higher chakras, okay. The basic nature, we have forgotten that we are human beings, and in this human form there is a soul which has taken this human form, and the basic nature of the soul is love, okay. and compassion. Okay, but what has happened in the present scenario is that we have forgotten that we are human beings, or we are souls who are actually vibrating at the frequency of love. So what we are behaving more beastly towards people, and either by domestic violence, abuses, rapes, anything for that matter, narcissistic personality people and all, they have forgotten all these things, and their awareness is at very low level. So they have to raise that awareness to higher chakras and higher levels of awareness. So as I was telling that in some of our acts we become beastly, we show anger to the people, we show greediness. These are all the vices we have got it. So we have to become virtuous, and there are a lot of vices, more than 100 vices in human beings. So we have to transcend all those vices by our awareness. Okay, so only that we can do it only by when we raise that the energy which is at lower chakra to higher chakra. Okay, I was talking about Nepal, right? So before that, let me speak. See, everything is vibrating at energy level. So I said, I am energy, you are energy, anything else, car is energy, tree is energy, bird is energy. So everything is energy which is actually vibrating at different frequency. Book is energy, pen is energy, everything is energy form. When this everything is energy, even a place holds a energy. Okay, so generally if I'm sitting here and making a video, so this place has got an energy to it's just compatible to in making the video. So similarly we have temples, we have different places of spiritual nature. When we go there, automatically our frequency matches with that, our energy raises to that level. So most of the temples of Lord Shiva, or any church, there are many places in across the globe which actually raise our vibration very high. Raising of vibration means that your chakra, your energy from the lower chakra system is going up. Okay, so that is what is happening when you visit these places at different parts of the globe. So there are Jyotirlingas, there are churches, there are mosque where you go and your energy suddenly raises and all. There are some places in Delphi. There are places in Malaysia where a lot of energy can transform from lower chakras to higher chakras. In Nepal, there is one place which I wanted some people to visit, which I am sharing now. So this, what is the lower chakra energy? Lower chakra energy is basically pushing you towards beastly qualities like anger, greed, lust. All these things are coming from your lower chakras. Okay, so how do you manage it? If the place where you're actually staying may not be so highly energetic to support you in your spiritual journey, so what we need to do is we need to sometimes visit these places which are very, very highly energetic places, which help you in transforming that Kundalini energy to higher energy. So these are called beastly energies which are present in everybody. This is a shadow self which we ignore and which we don't want to show to the world, and which is very common in everybody. Okay, everybody has got the shadow self. Nobody is exempt from if there somebody is there who says that I don't have any shadow self, it's very impossible. They have some part of their shadow self with them. So these energies which are in lower chakras are making you behave beastly, show anger, show more lust towards things, your actions. Okay, and you're trying to hide all these things. Okay, but this can be transformed, okay, through going to those places which are very highly energetic places. So one of that places is in Nepal. Okay, in Nepal there is a temple called Pashupatinath. It's a Shivlinga temple. It's a Lord Shiva's temple. The name itself says that Pashupatinath. Pashu means animal. Pati means the one who can actually handle the beastly form. Okay, this is called Pashupatinath temple. So this temple is having that energy where when you visit this temple, the animalistic nature of human being can be transformed into higher state of awareness. Okay, this temple is located in Nepal. So anybody who is interested can keep this temple in their list of visits in future, and definitely visit this particular temple. The energy of temple is very high. So the whole purpose of spirituality is to transform yourself from this beast to soul level. So whatever our beastly qualities are there, we have to actually transcend them to a more light energy, okay, which is our soul light. Okay, we have to transform into our soul light energy. Okay, so this temple, this place, if you meditate there or if you stay there for some time and meditate, definitely these qualities will be very much under control. Okay, and a warning before you visit this kind of places, that if you are still wanting to stay in worldly desires, please don't visit such kind of high places, because once you visit those places, you tend to pick up those energies into your system, resulting in that there will be a conflict in you to stay in materialistic world or to stay in to go to spirituality. Okay, it is going to change your vibration. Okay, so this temple is one of that temples which will change your vibration. Okay, this temple is called Pashupatinath. Probably I'll put it in description box. In Nepal there are many more monasteries, Buddhist monasteries, which you can go. These monasteries and this temple are still intact, irrespective of the earthquake which happened and which has actually destroyed most part of it, but these temples are still intact. So you can sense the energy of these places so high that even the natural disasters cannot destroy these places. Okay, so if possible in your future life, please try to visit this place in Nepal. Okay, and the energy of this place is so high that automatically sexual transmutation happens. You need not do anything. Automatically meditating there, the energy is raised to the higher level. Okay, but it will not happen when you're sitting at your home place or anywhere else in the world. Only these high energetic places have the energy to transcend this lower chakra energies to higher chakras energy. Like that, likewise, there are many places in Himalayas also. There are ashrams built there where this sexual transmutation of energy happens automatically. So I have gone to many retreats in my past where I have actually experienced these things automatically. I told you why it is important to sexual transmutation, because that is the whole purpose of spirit taking birth on Mother Earth, to transcend, awaken Kundalini and be in 100% awareness, learn your lessons. You cannot learn your lessons, you cannot master the lessons from the experiences until you are in awareness. So awareness only comes when you raise your energy from lower chakra to higher chakra. So it's all connected. Okay, so all these things should happen, then only you'll be in the highest awareness. And all the inner work what we say, this is also part of inner work. This meditation which I am going to share in the next video should be done only after the meditations. Preferably when you sit for meditation, say 15 minutes or half an hour, after that end of the thing you have to pull that energy up. So you have to do it at the end of the meditations, not at the beginning of meditation. But whenever you feel high sensations, there are kind of a energy which is in your lower chakras, guide them towards the moving it up towards the higher chakras. There are many methods. This is not the only method which I am going to share in the next video. There are many methods, but this one method I am open to share, because other methods I am not open to share in a public platform. Some I am teaching it in my yoga classes. I teach yoga, chakra yoga, and I take classes for twin flames and all in a different level. So there I am teaching some techniques which are different from what I am going to share it here in public platform. But definitely this is one of the techniques which is going to help. It has helped me also. So once you do this meditation, definitely post your comments or emails sharing your personal journey, how it has helped you and all. Anything else you have doubts or any thing which you want to share about sexual transmutation of energy, or anything else you want to make video on, please share it on my comment section or on my email. So the whole journey of spirituality is to become divine, to get more of virtuous qualities, transcend, transform, awaken, be in more awareness. Okay, so only people who are a spiritual journey, who are having this kind of thought, are only connected through this channel. Anybody who thinks differently, that they want worldly desires, they want to earn money, probably not, this may not be the channel for them. So I think those things will automatically come when you're actually spiritually very high. When your awareness is very high, you know how to make right decisions, which decision will make you go towards the right path. Everything will fall in place once you're spiritually very high on nature. So one more affirmation which I wanted to give at the end of this video is that whenever you have this kind of kundalini attacks, you have it from your lower chakras, kundalini attacks, so that time you have to tell to the mother goddess, the Shakti goddess, the kundalini energy, the sexual energy which is there in your base of the spine, that I surrender completely. I is your ego. Ego doesn't allow it to transcend. So you have to surrender your ego to the mother goddess, saying that I surrender myself in totality to Kundalini mother goddess. Please, I welcome you, I request you to raise up the spine and reach the crown to the supreme consciousness. You can call it as Shiva, or you can call it as supreme consciousness, because there are other people from the other countries who are watching, so I'm trying to use common words. Okay, so it's like Shiva and Shakti union, so rather we can say that the energy and the consciousness union. So request that energy at base of spine to raise up the spine and reach the supreme consciousness. Okay, that itself will bring a lot of awareness to you. Right or wrong, your intuition will become perfect. Okay, and it will only happen through your central nadi, which is Sushumna nadi, and everything else will fall in place. So hopefully you like this video. In case if you like, please like, share and subscribe, and also watch my next video on a guided meditation of sexual transmutation of energy. Thank you very much for watching this channel.